Let me make this clear. Wealth is a psychological game long before it's a financial one. You can hand two people the exact same $10,000. One will multiply it, the other will blow it on a car down payment, a new phone, and some overpriced sneakers to impress people who don't care. The money didn't change, the brains did. One was wired to think rich, the other was wired to think broke. If you want to escape poverty, stop daydreaming about sudden windfalls and start reprogramming your mind. Now let's get surgical about this. Thinking rich is not about chanting affirmations in the mirror like some lunatic. I am wealthy, I am abundant, while your landlord's texting you about late rent. No, thinking rich means learning to treat money like a tool, not a toy. The broke brain uses money to signal status. The rich brain uses money to build systems. The broke brain sees a paycheck and thinks, what can I buy? The rich brain sees a paycheck and thinks, how can this paycheck buy me freedom? Same dollars, different wiring. But here's the problem. You've been psychologically trained to stay poor. Society, school, even your family. They all programmed you with scarcity thinking. Save everything, play it safe, don't take risks, money is hard to get. That garbage is why you're allergic to investing, terrified of risk, and addicted to instant gratification. You've been brainwashed into the financial equivalent of fast food, quick hits of dopamine, long-term health disaster. If you don't undo that programming, you'll spend your entire life financially constipated, bloated with fear, starving for opportunity. So how do you train your brain to think rich? Step 1. Reframe risk. Broke people think risk is scary. Rich people think risk is opportunity. When you're broke, risk means losing what little crumbs you've got. When you're rich-minded, risk means leverage, using what you have to create more. If your brain can't tolerate risk, congratulations, you'll never escape mediocrity. Every business, every investment, every move toward wealth is a calculated risk. But you want guarantees, right? You want safety nets. Here's your guarantee. If you avoid risk forever, you are 100% guaranteed to stay broke. Step 2. Retrain your dopamine system. Broke brains crave instant pleasure. New shoes, latest gadgets, nights out flexing like a king when your wallet screams like a peasant. Rich brains crave delayed gratification, the thrill of seeing investments compound, assets grow, businesses scale. You need to wean yourself off the broke person's addiction to now. Teach your brain to crave later. That's literally rewiring, forcing yourself to choose long-term gains over short-term thrills until your brain rewrites its own reward system. That's psychology. That's wealth. Step 3. Detach your ego from money. Broke people buy things to look rich. Rich people buy assets so they don't have to look rich, they can just be rich. If your brain still equates status with possessions, you're done. Train your brain to see status not in what you wear, but in how much time you own. Rich is waking up and doing what you want. Poor is waking up and checking if you've got enough gas money to get to work. One is freedom, the other is servitude. You have to drill that into your skull until it sticks. Step 4. Obsess over systems, not paychecks. The broke brain is addicted to wages. It sees money as a one-time event. Work, get paid, spend, repeat. The rich brain sees money as a system. Plant seeds, nurture them, let them grow. You have to literally retrain your thinking to move from earn and spend to invest and multiply. Every dollar isn't meant to be spent. It's a soldier. Send it into battle. Let it capture more dollars and bring them home. But your brain? Your brain loves killing soldiers instantly on takeout and Netflix subscriptions. No wonder you're financially homeless in your head. Step 5. Normalize boredom. You want fireworks, excitement, dopamine? But building wealth is painfully boring. Investing consistently? Boring. Living below your means? Boring. Compound interest? Boring. You know what's not boring? Being broke at 60, working in some fluorescent lit office cubicle, praying you don't get laid off. Train your brain to love the boring grind because that's where wealth hides. Let's tie this all together. Thinking rich is not about IQ. It's about EQ. Emotional control. Can you handle risk without panicking? Can you delay gratification without collapsing? Can you resist the ego trap of showing off? If not, you're doomed. That's the brutal psychology of money. Wealth is emotional discipline disguised as numbers. So let me be crystal clear. Until you retrain your brain, you'll stay broke no matter how much money you touch. Lottery winners, bankrupt in 5 years. Athletes with $50 million contracts, broke after retirement. Why? Because their brain was poor even when their bank account was rich. Money without the psychology of wealth is like pouring water into a cracked glass. It leaks out until nothing's left. You want to be rich? Fine. Train your brain first. Train it to see money as a tool, not a toy. Train it to love later more than now. Train it to crave freedom over flexing. Train it to worship systems over salaries. Train it to normalize boredom, because wealth is built in silence, not fireworks. If you can do that, you'll think rich before you are rich. And that's the only way the money stays once it arrives. Because the final truth is this. Poverty isn't just financial, it's psychological. Rich people were rich in their minds long before the bank confirmed it. Poor people stay poor in their minds even when money temporarily falls into their lap. The difference is not dollars, it's wiring. Fix the wiring and the wealth follows. Keep the broke mindset and you'll keep chasing get-rich-quick scams like a hungry dog chasing scraps. So stop lying to yourself. Stop thinking like a consumer. Stop worshiping instant gratification. Stop pretending money will magically fall on your head. Wealth is psychology first, money second. Rewire your brain or stay broke. Simple.